doing well in our lives. Um, you're all welcome. We started this way back in January, and the growth has been significant. Because in the channel right now we are over 1,000 people, and each and every day people are following. And once in a while, I get messages from people who tell me, how they are following and what it is doing for them. I think it's great, and that is what we should all be doing. If you are here and you also have something, you started a business before, you you even your school experiences are some things you can share that somebody who is following you, somebody who is younger and is also in the same journey can learn things that will make him or her make better decisions so that they will not struggle as the way some of us did because we didn't have information. So wherever you are, your WhatsApp status, you can start a channel, anything. Just if you can also share, let's all collaboratively do as as and when we do. That is how Ghana will develop. That is how Africa can be great. It's all about information. And the little information you have, if you also share with somebody, it will go a long way to help. So if you are here, you're welcome. You're welcome. And today we are talking about financial goal setting. It's one of the key things in life. In life, goals are very important, and I know that we all know that goals are important. But then it's surprising that very few of us actually have goals, and it's not our fault. I particularly, I didn't start setting goals. If not, I started it just last 2 years or so that I knew the importance of goals, and I said, wow, let me try it. And it has been working for me, and that is why today I want us to discuss, talk about goals. And the reason why I said it's not our fault is because there was no time in our life when I was growing up. I lived with my parents, both of them. They are still together. I grew up with them my whole life until I got to uni, and I went to uni, and after uni I started my work and all that. So for my whole life, there wasn't a time that my father, who was the leader, okay, Abu, but I believe you are following, so we have started. There wasn't a time that my father sat me down or sat any of my siblings and my mom where he said that, look, man, or his wife, he mentioned to us that, oh, it's the beginning of the year or it's the beginning of the month. So this is how I want the family, or this is what the family is targeting, whether it is finance, whether it is in in all the aspects of our life. There wasn't a time that my father sat us down to say that, oh, this year we are targeting this. This year we want this to change in our life. This year we want to improve in this. There wasn't. There wasn't. It was absent in my life. And our parents are the major influences in our life. We almost always live the way they live, unless we are exposed to different information that we are willing to subject ourselves to. Some of us, we hear the information, we read the information, but because of one or two things, we are not willing to, I mean, put the information to work. We are not willing to change and let the information um, have effect on our lives. That one is different. But if you are exposed to a different information, you are willing to go with the information, it will change your life. But to some of us who are very much influenced by our parents, and we we were not exposed to these things, we hardly do them. That is why over 70 to 80% of the world's population, it's not only in Ghana, they don't have goals. They don't have goals that they are following. And it's not their fault. They didn't grow up. They were not trained to work with goals. They were not trained to set targets that they will follow and achieve in this life. And so it's not surprising that many of us walk in life and we don't have goals. It's not surprising. And so it's a very it's a thing that it's disturbing many of us. But then that is why programs like this will enlighten us to draw our awareness that oh, when we started life we didn't have this. But then since now they are telling me this, someone is telling me this, and I've also heard from other people that I should do this and that, then let me try it out. So today we'll talk about goals, financial goals, particularly financial goals. I mean, it's one of the things that we should have done at the beginning of the year was to sit down and say that, oh, um, this is 2026. Last year, how did I do financially? Were you good? Were you comfortable? Were you struggling? You determine your state by analyzing it, depending on your life, how you feared, you use it, and you you determine how the year went for you financially. So based on that, you then project onto 2026 that oh, 2025 I struggled, or 2025 it went well, but then I'm aiming higher. Or if I struggle, then I'm looking to get to a stage where I'll be comfortable. That is good. That is the goal that you set. But many of us we started the year without goals. Even we start life without goals. Mostly we just go to school and we start a job. But then why did you even start the job in the first place? What was the target that the job you have started working in will help you get to that target? If you don't have it and you just started working, you almost always just work and get the pay, and you will not because you are not targeted on anything. You just work and you can work for 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years, and you cannot account for what you've done with your life in those periods because you didn't have metrics, you didn't have targets. And so it's crucial that before we start anything, even in our days, before tomorrow begins, you should have a target. If you are going to your shop, if you are going to your workplace, if you are an employee, there should be a target. Oh, if I go today, this and this and this are things that I should achieve by the close of the day. We should have that. And when you have that, it makes you focused. It makes you, I mean, you focus on what you set for yourself because that becomes the aim. It's like when you have a gun in your hand and you are aiming and shooting at me. That's your aim. You don't look at your left, you don't look at your right, you look at where I am positioned, and that is where you shoot at. It's the same as those. So people who wake up and they scroll on the internet, they gossip, they chat, they watch football unnecessarily, are people who don't have targets for the day. They don't have aims. They don't have goals that they set for the day that they want to achieve. Because if you've gotten up and you have a shop or you've gone to work and your aim is to make 500 cities that day, my friend, until you make that 500 cities, you not even sit down. Because that is your target. That is your target. That is your goal. You understand? And it's the same thing for us. And we should have started life. We should have started life with that goals, with those targets, because that would have made us focus. That would have made us be very principled and disciplined. and worked on achieving those goals. But majority of us we didn't have until life got difficult, until life became challenging, and we're now asking why. We're now asking why we are struggling. We're now asking why we are not seeing top in life. And it was all because we didn't have targets. It was all because we struggled to even, I mean, know what we were doing. And so when you start your life, have a goal. So right now, if I ask you, when the year started, what was your financial goal? And your financial goals, it's broad when you put it as a yearly base, but then you can break it down as any human being, you should have at least your yearly target, your yearly income goal. The whole year, what amount do you want to make? You should set that goal. There's there's a mentor of mine who this year, one of his companies. I was there in the boardroom when we were setting the target. He said he wants to make 6 million Ghana cedis this year by the end of the year. That's for only one of his companies. 6 million Ghana cedis, and that is his target. Last year he said, I think his target was 13 million, and he made 5 million. So this year he, because of the projection that he did for last year, because of what he got the previous year, this year he reduced it based on the realistic figure. So what is your yearly income goal? And the yearly income goal you now break it down because the year is 12 months. So the 12 months, how much can you make every month so that you'll be able to achieve your yearly goal? So let's say you set up to achieve 12 million Ghana cedis for the whole year. You want to make 12 million Ghana cedis. So that means when you break it down by 12, it means you should make every month you need to make 1 million Ghana cedis every month. That would be your target. That would be your income goal every month. So when you wake up and you go to the workplace, you are not joking because you have a target to make 1 million by the end of the month. You understand? And is and the 1 million every month, you can further break it down into weeks. So mostly we have 4 weeks in a month. So 1 million Ghana cedis divided by 4. So that means that should be the target for every week. And this is for the entrepreneurs. If you are in a business, you can do it like this. But if you're a salary worker, you cannot. It's difficult for you to do this because your income mostly is not determined by you, determined by your employer. So you don't have control on that. But then you still need to do something different. Look, in this life, there, you should be frank. And if you are here, whether you're a female or you're a male, it doesn't matter. If you're a salary worker, find a way to do something in addition to your salary. You need to earn because one income stream in this current Ghana matter. You struggle. It doesn't matter how much you are earning because one thing with money is that somebody who is seeing money every day from different sources is more powerful than somebody who sees money once in a long period of time. So you don't see anybody who has made money and is wealthy and very rich who is making money in a period, let's say 1 month before he earns money, 2 months. No, they have things that is giving them money every day, each and every day. They make money every day. That is the truth. That is the difference between those who anybody who has made money is somebody who sees money every day. And so if you are a salary worker, it doesn't matter. You can still work in your job, but then You need to use your mind, your brain that God has given you. You have a very powerful brain. Use it and create a system that can make you money every day in addition to the work that you are doing. Else, you struggle. You struggle financially because, see, the expenses you make every day is very, even if you are single, whether you are single, you are married, it doesn't matter. You take transport, you feed. There are a lot of expenses, and so if your stream is only one, it makes it difficult for that one stream to cater for the large number of expenses that you are incurring. So no matter how big the salary is or how fat the salary is, if the stream is only one, because you have a lot of outlets and the inlet is only one, the outlet will overcome the inlet. Even if you are making 10,000, it doesn't matter. You get to a point where you struggle financially. But if you have something that is bringing you 100 cities a day, 200 cities a day, and it even has potential to expand to become more, it releases you from the stress that will come. You understand? So it doesn't matter if you are a salary worker, you can sell something online, you can sell shoes, you can sell, there are a lot of things you can do in addition that will bring you stream each and every day to support that what you are making monthly. Else you struggle financially. Else you cannot set a big financial goal. You cannot. And you need to set a big financial goal and achieve it in order to become financially successful. Because all those who are currently relaxed financially, who can get up today and something they can take 50,000, 100,000 Ghana cedis to go and do projects, are people who are making big numbers. They are people who are making big numbers. They are making big money. And so if you are sitting there, you are making small money. You cannot get to that feat. And this is an awakening to all of us. Most of us, we are sleeping. It's most of us Ghanaians, we are very much sleeping. And I don't know why, but majorly I see it as a lack of belief in ourselves. We fear that when we do it and we don't succeed, I mean, we lose. There's a lot that it affects us, and because of that, we are not even able to aim higher. But Charlie, there's a lot of money flowing in the air in Ghana here, except you don't know. And you don't know because you are not exposing yourself. You are not setting the goal. You are not desirous enough because you need to be hungry. And your hunger is seen in your goals that you set for yourself. Because somebody who has aimed to achieve 6 million Ghana cedis this year will not work. That person will not work. That person will not deal with money the same as somebody who doesn't have any goal, who is comfortable taking to 2,000 Ghana cedis a month. Somebody who is comfortable taking 2,000 Ghana cedis a month will not have the same hunger as somebody who wants to make a million a year. So your goals reflect how you work. Your goals reflect how serious you are in life. Your goals reflect how you live your life. You understand? And so if when I look at your life, I can predict whether you have goals or not. I can predict whether you want to even achieve financial success or not. When we look at how you live your life, if you look at your daily routine for 2 3 days, is enough to predict whether you even become financially successful or not. Because the desire, the hunger, the goals that you have, they will determine how you live your day, your actual day. And so, look, what is your age right now? And when you started life, what was your plan? What was the target? I particularly, one of my goals is that by age quarter 45, I need to stop working. Whether If by the time I get to that, I'm sharing this to inspire you to also look at what you can do at age. I'm currently 25 years old. I've I've said that by age 45, I need to stop working hard. Like I should build systems and have streams to the extent that I don't need to go to the workplace in order to make money. The systems, people, they should work for me. That is my goal. And when I wake up every day, anything I am doing, I ask question that this thing I'm doing, will it help me to achieve that aim that I've set for myself? It is a goal and it is a financial goal because I cannot stop working if my finances are not right. I cannot decide I will not work again if my finances are not right. So because of that, any day I wake up, I'm money conscious. I look at activities that I will do to make money. I look at activities that I will do to make more money available for me so that I can use it and do other things that will multiply the money for me so that I can get to the goal that I've set for myself 15 years to come. You get it? So, what is your goal? When do you want to even stop working? Look, let me tell you, God did not create us to work till 60 and retire on pension. No, it is somebody who designed that system. Some people design that system. It's a lie that we should work and get to pension. No, you can decide that by age 40, I will no longer work. Why? Because it's your life, and your goals define your life. And you shouldn't restrict your life in a way because of certain preconceived, I mean, targets that has been set by society. No, society shouldn't determine your goals. There's nobody, including your parents. Even your parents cannot decide for you what work you should do, how you should live your life, and when you should live your life to what work you should do. No, you should decide for yourself. You are a man, you are a woman, you are of age. So decide for yourself. When do you want to stop working? When I mean, what influence do you want to make? And all those cannot be done without money. All those cannot be done if your finances are not right. That is why you need to set big goals for yourself. So and look, any goal you set for yourself, you can achieve it if you are willing to pay the price. Because a lot of us we are lazy. It's a lot of us are lazy, one in the mind and also one in the body. We are comfortable because we are lazy. We are not desirous enough. We want to just sit and we either pray or wish that our problems, our finances will be solved. But look, life it doesn't work like that. You need to do the work, and doing the work will start with you aiming at something. It will start with you aiming at something. So, if you have a family right now, you can sit with your wife. Look at the current financial situation of your family, and then sit with your wife, sit with your kids, design a life. And it should be long term. One of the things about goals is that if the longer it is or how long term it is, it reduces a lot of pressure on you. So when you set that, if you've never made, let's say, 20,000, the whole year, let's say the whole year you've never made 20,000, and your first big goal is to make 1 million, without even though you've never made 20,000, it becomes so overwhelming that even your heart will not believe that you can make it because you've never seen 20,000. So it's very difficult that you make 1 million. You understand? So even though you should set the goal big, but then look at project it based on what you've been able to do before and then multiply it, let's say 2 or 3 times. That becomes a very realistic. When you've been able to achieve that, then you now multiply again. So you keep on multiplying. So each and every year. And your income should increase every year. That one I keep on saying it. Sometimes I share on my status and all that. There's no way you should make let's say this year they will pay you 3,000 by every month. And next year they are still paying you 3,000, that same amount. No. If you are still making that and you are not doing any other thing extra, you almost you almost always struggle financially. And someone like that is somebody who doesn't have a financial goal. Because your goals should increase. Your goals should increase by with time. So I personally, if last month, even mostly I do my goals according to the month, not even according to the year. Because the month accumulates to the year. So I do it according to the month. So let's say last month I made totally 5,000 Ghana. This month, at least I aim at making 6,000 or 7,000. So your goals, your financial goals or your finances, the money, the amount that is coming to you should increase. Then you will now look at from that amount that is coming to you, how much should be put away as savings. You should also have savings goals. What is your savings target? Because if you start to make money, much of the time, how much you are able to put away because the expenses will come. But how much you're able to put away, that is the power. That is what will give you the power to also use to do other things that will equally bring in revenue. You understand? So let's say you receive all your money and you spend it at the end of the month, and you are looking at the next, you keep on spending. It becomes very difficult for that kind of person to become financially successful because you will not have anything, any capital to go and invest, to go and do any other thing because you are spending everything that is coming to you. So that is why if you know that your expenses is so much that the amount you are currently getting is not sufficient or it's in a way that at the end of the month you are not able to put some away as savings, then it means that you need to do something extra. You need to do something extra. So all those they come together to form your goals. And it's all because of you can only do this when you are targeting a goal, a financial goal. So look at it. How old are you right now? If you are 25 right now, by 30, how do you want your finances to look like? By 30, you want to make a million, you want to make 2 million, you want to make 3 million, 10 million, a billion Ghana cedis. And it's possible. What is your if you set those goals, you now ask yourself, what are the skills you now have? What can you do to bring in money? What can you do to bring in money? Because there are skill sets that gives us money. And it's mostly through skills, exchange of skills to solve problems that gives us money. Some of us we can sell things. Some of us we are technicians, we can paint, we can build. Some of us um, we, we we are accountants. Some of us we are legal practitioners. That is your skill that you use time to develop. And so if that skill is giving you money, that is not enough for your upkeep. It means you need to go and get additional skills. And the skill you get is based on the goals you have. If you have a larger goal, it means you need to get skills that bring in large amounts of money because some skills pay more than others. There are some skills that pay more than the others. So your income skill or your income target or your income goal will determine the skill you target to learn, will determine the skill you target to get. You understand? Because if you don't have any skill, you will not get any money. It's for a fact. That one day. No Holy Ghost, nothing can bring you money except the skills you have use your time to get. So you look at the skills right now. What are the skills you have? What are the things around your environment? What are the problems that you can also get yourself involved in solving that will bring in money that will help you to achieve the goal that you set for yourself. Because until you achieve that goal, you shouldn't rest. And it's possible when you set that you want to achieve it. It's possible. Sometimes we we don't believe that we can achieve our goals because of where we've come from and the struggles we've been into. But look, sometimes you don't need to allow your past to determine your future. It's not sometimes. mm, Because some of us, when we look at where we are coming from, if we are to look at that, we cannot change our lives. Because where we are coming from, it's almost like a pit. It's full of struggles. It's full of challenges. It's full of, it's a place that we didn't even see money. We're not having money. But if you are looking at the monies you were making or the monies your parents were making, if you are looking on that to determine how much you can also make, then you are limiting yourself. If you are looking at how much your parents were making, if you are looking at how much since you started life you are able to make, if you are looking on that to set your goals, you are limiting yourself. You can make a whole lot. And that starts from you. First of all, build your confidence too, because your confidence will determine whether you can even start pursuing the financial goal you set. It will determine. If you don't believe that, let's say I said to get 2 million by the end of the year, and I don't believe that I can make it, I'm deceiving myself. So build your confidence too. It's very important. Ghanaians, we lack belief in ourselves. Ghanaians, that is our major problem. We lack belief in ourselves. We don't believe that we can create products. Some of us don't believe that we can walk into rooms and even talk to people, share our ideas. Some of us, we don't believe that we can start businesses. It's a lack of belief problem. And if you don't believe, it's very difficult that you can even set a financial goal and achieve it. You understand? And when you don't set a goal and achieve it, you will not become financially successful. Because the likes of Despite, the likes of Dangote, even if you've ever worked in a company before, you will know that every year the company will have a target that they set, and they break the targets down and they give the targets to each and every department. That okay, if you are in the marketing department, as a marketer, they give you a target that this is the target you're supposed to achieve, and the targets cumulatively come together to make sure that the company's overall financial target is achieved. It is the same thing individually too. The money you make every month will come together to cumulatively become the yearly income revenue or the yearly income goal. So if you haven't set one for yourself, it means you are living your life with by chance. It means you are living your life by chance, and that shouldn't be it. So from today, you need to have a financial goal. Anyone, and it starts with you. The goal should be written, and even if you know whether in the wall or paste it that this year we have 6 months left or less than 6 months left. 6 months is a whole lot. You can even start from zero. If you don't have any money right now, you can start from zero to, let's say, you can make 10,000 by the end of the year. By the end of the year, you can make 10,000 in 6 months. If you never made any money before, 10,000, 20, it's a target you can set for yourself that, oh, right now I don't have any money on me. But look, I will go out and seek. By the end of December, I should make 10,000. I should make 20,000. It's a goal. And the moment you set it, it becomes like a fire. You start to work. Why? Because you are hungry. You are hungry. Why? Because you don't want to continue struggling. Why? Because poverty is is I mean it's sad to be poor. It's sad that your bills will come and you cannot pay. It's sad that your boss will speak horribly to you because he's paying you and you don't have money, and because you don't have a choice, you cannot walk away from the job. Look, if you are employed and you are working with somebody, and the employer knows that aside the payment he's giving you, you also have money aside. You are living a good life. Even if you make a mistake, the way he will speak to you, the way he will address that mistake is different from somebody who is only relying on the salary that the employer is paying him. If you are in a company that your finances is good, you don't fear. Many of us, we are living in fear because our finances are not good. We'll get to the workplace and we are afraid to speak our mind. We know that what the boss is doing is stupid, but or how he spoke to you is disrespectful. But you cannot walk to your boss and let him know that, oh, the way you spoke to me, even though I made a mistake, but you could have addressed it differently. The way you spoke to me, it didn't sit well with me. Next time, I will appreciate that you respect me more. If you don't have money, if your finances are not good, you cannot do this. You cannot. And you always live in fear if your finances is not good. That is why it's very important that look, the moment you start life, you don't joke with your finances. The moment you start life, you don't joke with your finances. And we didn't know, most of us, until we were 30, life became hard, that we knew that, oh, we should take our finances seriously. Some of us, until we were 50, until we couldn't pay our children's school fees, until we fall sick, and we knew that money was important. But no, I want to let you know today that look, if you are still struggling with money, you need to wake up. There's a lot you can do, and it all starts with setting the goal for yourself. It starts with you deciding that no, I cannot continue to struggle financially. I cannot continue to live in a place that I'm not living there by choice, but I'm living there because I have no option. I cannot do anything about it. Why? Because you don't have money. If you cannot live in the place that you want, if you cannot work in the environment you want, if you cannot let somebody know that what he did to you is wrong because that person is paying you, because that person is the one feeding you, and you don't have money. If you cannot do that, that is not a good life to live. It is not a desirable life. A life where you are always suppressed. You don't have freedom. Look, um, I think success for me is freedom. The ability for me to do what I want when I want it, with who I want, to do the things I want. That is for me success. And these things I cannot do them when I don't have money. You cannot be free when you don't have money. You cannot decide that tomorrow Monday you will not go to work if you don't have money. If you are employed and you don't have money, how can you decide if you are in a business, you started a business that the finances is still struggling? How can you say that tomorrow you will not go to work when you don't feel like it? You cannot. You have to. You don't have a choice. Some people when they are sick self, you need to go to work. You are sick, you need to go to work because you don't have money. Even if even though you inform the employer that you are sick, the employer is requesting for something to certify that you are indeed sick. Charlie, this is not life. This is not life. And somebody designed that system. It is somebody that designed that system and trapped you in that system. And today you can also redesign your system to make sure that you go out of that prison that you are currently in. You go out of that financial prison that you've been a captive in. It's an awakening. For me, I woke up. I woke up when during my national service period that I had the awakening that no, I looked at the systems in life, being an employee, doing this, someone telling no. I looked at it and I knew that it's somebody's system. And from the informations I was exposed to, I learned that look, I can also design my own system. So I decided I'm not going to allow somebody to decide for me how my life should operate, how my life should look like, how much money I should make. You don't need to allow somebody to tell you that I will pay you can only make 5,000 a month. Why? Why should you be on earth? You are 30 years and you are allowing a fellow person to tell you that you can only make 5,000 because he's paying you, he has decided to only pay you 5,000 and he's taking all of your time. It is not fair. He has taken all of your time and he's telling you that all the time he has taken, he's only to give you 5,000. You cannot bargain. If you bargain, he will tell you leave. Somebody will come. That is not life. When you can make 10,000 a month at the end of the month, when you can make 15,000, when you can make 500,000 by the end of the month, and somebody is telling you that I am only to pay you 5,000. No, that person has reduced your financial goal. That person has reduced how much you can make, and that person has reduced how you can live your life. So today, wake up today and know that you can achieve any income target you set for yourself. And the higher your income, the higher the freedom you have. It's a fact. Those who have money, they have more freedom than those who don't have. If you are poor, you don't have any freedom. Oh. For the moment your child falls sick today, you'll be in stress. You cannot sleep. If this night, assuming you are going to sleep, and your child starts shivering, gigi, 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 and you put your hand in your pocket, and there's nothing like giving 500 cedis in your pocket. You that night, who are you going to call? You think, and somebody who has freedom, they don't really stress a lot. All the time, what they are thinking about are things that will make their life comfortable. They are things that will make their life easier. They are things that will it will make them do what they want to do in life. Because all of us we are created to do great things. We are not created to come and just exist like that and we just die and go. Somebody needs to hear your name. Somebody somewhere needs to know you for something. You understand? And you don't need to be put away in a corner because you don't have money. And you cannot go on to do what will make you great. So wake up. Wake up today if you are sleeping. Wake up today if your mind is sleeping. Wake up today if you are fearful. You need to wake up and know that there is something, there is a cause, there is money flowing. Ghana here money day. Oh. Hey, if you don't know. Hey, money day. I know I know hey, I know somebody who makes 60,000 every day. 60,000 Ghana cedis a day, every day. He's an aboso kind. Sometimes when I want goods, somebody wants to come and buy something I don't have, I go to him. My friend, he's around 43, 44 there, but he makes almost every day 60,000 Ghana cedis. And you are sitting there taking 3,000 the whole 30 days. Multiply 60,000 by 30 days. Your calculator no cry, baby. So Charlie, wake up. Don't sleep. Don't there's a lot. So from today, after this session, take your phone, take your laptop, search how can I make money? Use ChatGPT. What are the skills you have? Put it in ChatGPT. If you cannot think, now they've made it easier. Let ChatGPT think for you. What can you do? What are the things around your environment? Because Charlie, we cannot sleep when we are struggling financially. A lot of, because when you look around, you see people. Me say, look, let me speak it in P. Me who will be no bread financial and when I see somebody struggling financially, especially a man, I am more particular with the men because men life our battle in this life is different. Because we will marry and take care of the females, so forget about them. But we the men, if you're a man, you cannot relent. You cannot just be there and allow somebody to dictate to you how much you should make. Masa, wake up, oh. Me, I woke up and I decided that no. And look, even my parents right now, they are still fighting with me. But Masa, it's a decision I made. And I'm not going to allow anybody, including those who gave birth to me, to allow somebody to dictate to me how much I can make. So have courage and believe in yourself. When you decide that today you are going to depend on your own self to create the how much income you should make, you'll be able to do it. When you start, you struggle. I've started, I'm struggling, but fine. You struggle. Everybody struggles. Even God, when he wanted to create the universe, he has struggles, even though it is not written. But he himself said he has struggles. He started from somewhere. Even when he created this world, the world didn't look like how it is today. The world is more beautiful than how he created that time. So when you start, it will be difficult. Sometimes you might have to sleep hungry. Sometimes you will not even have what to eat. But because of the goal you've set for yourself, it will push you to move. Because you don't want somebody to dictate you how much you should make. You become like a lion. And that is how all of us we are not meant to be sheep following people. You are meant to be a lion. You are meant to fight in the jungle. You are meant to fight. You are meant to go after things. So wake up. Let's wake up as Africans. Let's wake up. And there's money here. You don't need to Japan and go and be a laborer somewhere. Most of the people who are outside, look, I speak to some of them. They are there. The job they even do, they cannot tell you. Some of them are scrubbing toilets. That is not job. Why? Because of dollars you give me. When I have mind, I can write, I can speak. When I take, if you wake up today, tomorrow, and you have 500 cedis per, you don't have any money. You only have 500 cedis. Go to somebody who has cocoa and just say you want to take cocoa at early morning. I don't know where you are. If you, just take cocoa, 500 cedis, give it to the Amelia. Let him package cocoa for you, and co say at a reduced price. Put your margin on it. Go to the bus stop. The way Accra, if you are, especially if you are in Accra, the way Accra is busy. You go to the bus stop. People are there. You sell it on your head. Even if you are a man, on the turn fast. You can multiply 500 cities. If you are smart, you can add. You can put a margin that will make it 200 additional. By the end of, let's say by 10 a.m. you've made extra 200 cities. You are sitting there somewhere waiting till for the end of the month for somebody to give you something that will not even be up to your upkeep. No, wake up. It doesn't matter your age. Some people woke up at 18. Some started their life at 15. They fought when they were 30 or my year. So today, you too, the power is in your hands. It is not in your employer. It is not in your father. Your parents, they're giving birth to everybody. The power is in your hands. And you have a brain. Look, the God in this world for me is my mind. Though. I don't see any other God. The God for me is my mind. I trust it more than any other thing in this universe. The God in my mind and my heart. Because my heart sometimes it gives me instinct, directions to follow. And when I follow it, I get it. So your brain and your heart, they are your gods in this world. If you are praying to somebody, pray to your mind and let it guide you. Clear it from the fear, from the everything that is inhibiting you. Clear your mind. Read it. Let it be clear so that you can start, taking charge of your life. And the more we are able to take charge of our lives, the easier our lives become. You understand? Assuming you wake up, you've been able to set up something, you decide when you go to work, you decide when you close, the money is coming in, you can pay your rent. Maybe cry, you've been able to take you've been able to buy a land, you started building your house, or you are expanding your shops. You become comfortable. Look, rich people, I mean, they grow more older than poor people. Why? Because they are not stressed about finances. They are not stressed. Some of us are here, but we are even afraid to marry because we fear that we will marry and we cannot take care of the woman. It's a lack of belief. You are not a fool. Nobody tell you that you are a fool because he has employed you. No, you are not a fool. If you are here, it means your mind is working. And if your mind is working, you can work and make money. So use it. Start today. Use the tools you have. You have phone. Look. You have a network of people. Start asking your friends. You have a colleagues from schools. Ask them, Charlie, where you are, what is there? Can you bring me things from there and I will sell here so we share the profit? Look, I think we are not okay, fine. Because we are not the goals, we don't want to make money enough. That's why. But look, when you call your friends somewhere, maybe your friend is in Western region, there are a lot of plantain there. Can he go around, collect the plantain, bring it to you in Accra, you will sell? Are you in Ho? Where are you? Call people from other parts, ask them what they are doing there. Can you also do some at where you are? It will increase your revenue. You need to explore, and the more you explore, the more you make money. So look, set a goal, and you can make more. You can make more. Well, whatever amount you are currently making, you can make more. You can make more. Yes. So start. I have my daughter here. I have every day. There's different things that I write. Every day there's a goal anything that comes to my mind, I write it. Anything that comes to my mind. Last time I was there and it came to my mind. My hometown, I wasn't raised in my hometown. I come from the Upper East, a town called Kuluku. It's a very small community in the Upper East. There's no even electricity there. I was raised in Kumasi. I was raised in Kumasi. I've lived my life in Kumasi until I finished university. I came to Accra. Now I was there and I said, look, what can I also do for my community? Those people there, because there are people there, there are youth there, there are people there who need jobs. And I wrote a goal that one day, at least in the next 10 years, I should build something that will at least employ 10 or 15 people there. It's my way of giving back to my community, even though I didn't live there, but they are my people. And we can look anything that can write it down and work towards it. Have goals. Don't just come and live life, eat fufu, eat what do you call it? Right now, pizza man, chicken man, and just die and go. No, 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 no. No. We are meant to do great things. So let's see it in your eyes. Wake up. When you wake up, you do it. Yeah. So when you go today after the session, take a pen and a paper. At least there are 10 things you can do for yourself before you die. Write them before you sleep. And I'm telling you, when you write and you start taking action, it will surprise you. You might even achieve it and you are not yet dead. That's life. Yes. So thank you. Thank you so much. Today I'm very much on heat. I'm very much on heat. My heat that's why. But so I've even surpassed the time. But it's all fine. I'll end the session here and open the floor for questions. If you have any questions, um you can unmute, raise your hand, unmute yourself and share with us. If you also have any other thoughts, I'm not the only person. We are all here to learn. You can also share with us things that you also have seen in your life, the things you are doing. You can also share with us. If there's an opportunity to you can share. Let's share before we close. Yeah. So the floor is open. Hello. I hope I'm audible. I mean, Abu, can you hear me? Bismarck. Hello. Nicholas. Can anyone hear me? Okay. All right. Nicholas.
Okay, thank you so much for a wonderful delivery. I was so much amazed, perplexed, and very much astonished with the level of information and insights you were able to deliver. Today's my first time joining, and I must say I really got value for my time, and I know I didn't waste my time, especially from the perspectives and the insights you were able to give out. Is very much overwhelming, and I must commend you for that.
Thank
That's
you.
my first point. And the
Thank you.
second one has to do with success, as you mentioned. It means of branches, and there are a lot we need to learn. Probably we are limited to very few, especially the ones we just know is just go to work, get paid, come home, then that's all. But it looks like there's more than what we know and what we perceive. So I believe that get
Bismarck. Your Nicholas. Your network is breaking. Um, can I hear you? Okay. I think we'll come back to Nicholas. We'll go on to someone. We'll come back to you, Nicholas. Your line is breaking. So the floor is open. You can unmute yourself and talk. If you have a question, if you have a contribution you want to make, you're very much open. Nana Bodu, I've, I've never heard you talk.
Oh, yes. Hello.
Yes, I've,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
So good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
yes, good evening.
Yes. So first of all, I want to say thank you for organizing this very useful and insightful financial education. And it's really great. I've been benefiting a lot, and I want to say thank you. I'm so proud of you. I think we need to share this much more. I'll share it with my groups, and people need to get this type of education because this type we were not learned in school. From basic one to university. Obi
In
and no one
Ghana, they
taught
will
us.
never
So
teach you this. They won't teach you this.
yes, so it's very very powerful and like you said, I'm fun and say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, kudos and keep it going. Okay, I'm so proud of you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, and thanks for your feedback. we will not give up. We need to also become powerful, and power is in finance. When we say somebody is powerful and influential, the
So
reason. Okay,
I've got a question.
all right.
So you were saying that when I was listening, you said if you know a friend, you can ask of your friend. You can ask from your friend maybe if he's having something that you can go for it and sell it and then give back his capital. Yeah, capital, and then you take whatever comes in the revenue, the profit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's use the porridge for instance that you were saying.
Okay.
Um, let's say I I want to do something but I don't have. So I go to this Amelia that you are talking about,
Mm,
and then he gives me the porridge. He does it. She does everything for me,
yeah.
and then I go to sell. So
Mm,
let's say for instance, when I go to sell, um, things didn't go on well. What will I do? Maybe I'm supposed to sell it. I'm supposed to sell and make some profit, but after selling, I run at loss.
okay.
What how will you go about this? It's just a question. We are
Yeah.
all learning. So,
Yeah. I understand.
but
Okay.
our expectation was that we make something. At the end of the day, we didn't make it. So,
Okay. You know, in business, there are businesses or there are products and there are services, right?
my camera clear.
And
Okay.
and some products have variable
All right.
cost. Some products have variable cost, and there are some products too that have fixed cost, or they have
Okay.
fixed selling prices. Some products too have variable selling prices. So you know, if you sell and you run at a loss, it means perhaps you didn't ask the Amelia how much you should sell it, or what margin or what price you should not sell it below. You understand?
Mm,
And so you need to know that before you sell anything, before you go there,
yeah.
if you know this information, you know that there are products. So let the person will let you know that these are products that are they are variable selling. They have variable selling prices. So let's say you there are some that when you go and take, they will tell you that you can sell it for as high as 10 cities, but don't
Okay.
sell it below 7 cities. That is a guide. That is a guide for you. So that means when you go to the market and it is on your head, it is on your back. When you go to somebody you want to sell to the person, you know that if you sell it at 10 cities, it is the maximum profit for you. But
Okay.
you also know that you don't need to sell it below 7, else waboka.
Okay.
You understand? So
Yeah.
before you take it from the Amelia and you start going to sell, you need to know how much you should be selling it and at what point you shouldn't sell it below. But if you don't know, and because you said it, you just go, you take it, you didn't ask anything, she too didn't tell you anything, you go there, you might, because it's first time, you might run at a loss. But then let's say you've done it, you didn't ask, they didn't tell you, Waboka, you went
Yeah.
there, you told them. What you would do is mostly it's a first experience. So you have to communicate. The people we do
Okay.
business with, people who supply us things, mostly they don't care so much when you are not able to sell and make profit and even give them their money. If you communicate with them and you are honest with them,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
they don't care. There are some people they can give you goods, you will sell, maybe the goods was worth 20,000 Ghana cedis. They were expecting you to come and pay that, but you are not even able to sell and make 15,000. You understand?
Yeah.
But
I think. Okay.
because you came to them, oh, the moment you sold now, let's say you gave them a timeline too. But because mostly when you take goods, they give you timeline. So let's say you're supposed to use 2 weeks and sell it. So he's expecting his money in 2 weeks time. So before the 2 months, the 2 weeks, let's say we have 2 days to the 2 weeks deadline. You go to him and say, "Oh, okay, Mr. Amos or Mr. This, Mr. That, the goods you gave me, I've been able to sell it, but the margin I was looking for, I didn't get. The market, this and that." And even if that person is also in the same business, he will also understand because perhaps he has had that experience before. So when you walk to
Yeah,
him and say, "Oh, I was supposed to sell it and bring you 20,000, but
yeah,
looking at the market and all that, I got 15,000." If you take 10, 9 out of 10, they will understand you,
yeah,
and you also learn from it, so that the next time you will use it as information to do better. You understand?
yeah,
It's much better than when you run away, you start giving excuses. People don't like that. So if you want to do business, look, honesty, credibility, it is your capital. There are a
yeah,
lot of us who are
yeah.
doing
Honest,
business.
honest,
There are a lot of
honesty.
us who are doing business. Somebody can come and give you 50,000 worth of goods. You will not pay 1 cedi for it.
For me, yeah. For me,
You
even
won't
if
pay
you're
one cedi.
honest, I don't mind giving. I don't mind
Yeah,
if you're honest. But
yeah,
I hate it when you want to lie and as if you
yeah,
trying to be
yeah,
smart.
yeah.
But that's not smartness.
No, that's not
Recently,
smartness.
recently, one of my customers, I sent some goods, and then like the same way you are saying, um, the amount that she's supposed to pay, everything is calculated, everything is in the pipeline,
Yeah,
and she has everything. Now, I think it was left with 4 days for her to pay the money, the timeline that was given to her.
yeah.
It was like she just came to me, honestly.
Mm,
The husband called. I have been supplying it to the woman, but
okay,
the two of them are doing, the husband, both of them are doing it together.
okay.
The husband also backbite to make things working well. So, the husband gave me a message that the wife said she wanted to speak to me. And I said, is there anything that she want to say? I said, oh, I asked later on when I called, I couldn't reach out to them. So later on, she called back and he called back. She said that her wife is ready. So and she was saying that the goods she's selling is blah blah blah, but it seems she's facing one or two challenges. When she was speaking, I was just looking at her face
Mm,
directly from the phone. You see, if someone is lying, it's easy to know that the person is lying. Yeah,
mm,
I was just looking directly into the face, and I realized that this is she's honest. I told her it's not anything. I just reduced. Let's say she was supposed to, the rest of the money left is 2,000. Example, if it is 2,000 that
yeah,
she was supposed to pay back to me.
yeah.
And now it was like looking at the way things are going, she can't get it due
Mm,
to one or two reasons.
yeah.
Okay, so and I told her how much does she want to sell it now. Then she
Mm,
told me looking at the market, blah, 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 blah. And I said, okay, just go and sell it and bring it. That's all. That's honesty. But people are always lying, lying, lying,
telling you.
stealing, stealing. You no benefit to if you steal those things, it's not going to benefit you. It's not going to do anything better for you. So I don't really know.
Yeah,
It's
it's true.
only Ghanaian that when you are doing business with, you won't say that he has brain. So
But you see, I see people who,
sometimes it's funny. Me, those small money you have been stealing from me, it doesn't hit me. It doesn't hit me.
yeah,
But when you are, I like honest people.
yeah,
Honestly, I like honest people. People
mm,
who are honest. Because we've also taken care of people businesses. We've worked with people, and we've been honest with those people.
yeah,
You understand? We've been honest with those people. That is how come we've also gotten a lot of opportunities around us. You understand?
yeah,
So if you get a chance, you make sure you are honest and do what you're supposed to do. Here we go.
yeah. But I think I see people who who lie, who are dishonest as cowards. They are cowards because it only takes the woman who came to you is a very
Yeah,
courageous woman.
yeah,
It's a very
yeah.
courageous woman. It takes courage to walk to somebody that no, you gave me this, I was supposed to bring you this, but look, honestly, I cannot get you the money. If you're not
She
courageous,
told me.
you
She
can't.
told me.
And so,
I think it was,
yeah,
if I'm not lying, the money left was I think 1,900. She has already sold some of the goods, and the
yeah,
target what she was supposed to, that one was not part. But the rest, she told me no, she cannot make it.
yeah,
Then after calculation, it was like 1,000. I said, okay, just no problem, just go and sell it. Just go. That's
yeah,
honest. Honest. If people are honest, I like those people.
yeah,
Honestly, if people are honest, I'm happy. I don't even mind. I can even give it out. But when you are
yeah.
not honest, there was one lady that I started this thing with, and it was like always lying, blah blah blah. Every day, this is. I don't like people like that. I don't like people like that.
Life, if you want life to be easy for you, just be honest. Just be honest. I mean, what do you call it? The secret code to a happy life is just honesty. If if they left the shop for you, let's say you were a boy in the shop and they left the shop for you and you sold 10,000 goods, you didn't pick anything from it. If they ask you, the confidence you will say with it is different from when you took some of them. When they ask you, you cannot even look your boss in the face. That's why I say people who lie, who are this, they are cowards. You understand?
Mm,
But look, even if you spent the money, tell the person you spent the money.
yeah,
You cannot the
yeah.
money, but I will replace it. Look, they will value you. And you know what? People who are credible and honest, they are very few. It's just the same as people who are rich. They are very few because few people are honest, and that is why few people are rich. Few people are honest.
Yeah.
That's why few people in this world are rich because you cannot succeed financially with, I mean, crooked life, lying, taking people's money, adding zeros to numbers. No, no, no. They give you the invoice. You went, the thing is 10,000. You added 50,000, 5,000 to it, making 15,000. You think you are doing somebody.
Thinking they are smart.
No, 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 you
And
cannot.
I have talked to
Last
so
time,
many
look,
people.
last time somebody came to buy something
It's
from
not a good
from me.
behavior.
Uh, the thing is, you are a mechanic for a school. Oh. He was buying a Bacazet, a car, one of the car, the school cars, the Bacazet. I think uh, the thing was 12,000. That was the cost. That was the seller. That's how we sold to him. Could you
Mhm.
imagine he added 6,000 to it, making it 18,000. Even the moment the message is here, 6,000. Hey, this
You
one
think there's only you
look,
used one day to build a house.
and when you get to a point where you are struggling, you don't know what to do. You think somebody did it. This money, with monies like this, it comes with poison. When you eat it, it will either kill you or
Yeah.
you vomit it back. Money that they didn't give
Because it's
you,
not for
honestly,
you. Something that is
it's
not for you.
poison.
It's not
When
for
you
you.
take
Oh,
it, when you eat it, you vomit it back. That's life. Life is principle. It's guided by laws. The laws we cannot see them all, but it guides us. Ɛno na abrabɔ no yɛde bɔ. You cannot, when you use somebody's money without permission, without informing the person, and you lie that you haven't used it, you will vomit the money back. It's only a matter of time. So just be honest. Your life will be easier. And people who are honest, they get goods. Somebody can call you from China. I have these goods. Can you sell it for me and send me the money?
yeah.
Because you're credible.
Those
Ah,
people have so many opportunities.
they have so many opportunities. Even if you are credible, if you are credible
I'm
and
sorry.
you call your friends that, oh, you are maybe your business at a stage is struggling, you need to raise 10,000 quick, and you call your friends. Oh, look man, the way you are there, no, no, I'll give you the money because of the way you are, not because of anything. So build your credibility. That one is very important, and we'll treat that topic one day. Yeah, so it's true. It's true. This man. All right.
Mm. Yeah, thank you.
The next person can talk. It's nine already. Abu Aaron, Godfred, do you have anything to share with us? A question?
Hello, Mr. Lukman.
Yeah, Abu.
Yes. Today I am not so stable, but I appreciate the whole presentation. I had earpiece in my ear and then I was listening, and the phone was in my pocket. So I don't have much to say today. I am very grateful for all this revelation that we get. We can't thank you enough. Every day is like we're learning new things all together. Yeah, today I'm hearing credibility as though I've never heard it before. It's a very rare character to have in one's life. Yes,
Yeah,
and if you're not bold enough, sometimes life's situation can put you in a corner that you feel like, okay, let me just be smart and then I'll get out. Meanwhile, it's not the smartest way. It will get you right there,
yeah,
especially we those who are not used to it.
yeah,
But life will present you as though it's also a beautiful option unless you boldly ignore it
yeah.
because it
True.
won't take you anywhere. Yes.
Yeah, true, true, true.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Mm.
And we are here. We are here. We will do until all of us we've gotten to a stage that we look back and say, "Wow, we've done something." Yeah. Aaron. Okay, Calvin wants to talk. All right.
So, so please, when are we meeting again?
Every Sunday, every
Okay.
7:30 p.m.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I think all of us are okay. So we'll call it a day. I thank you so much for the time. I've recorded a session for those who didn't your network and all that. I'll upload it on my YouTube channel. So I'll share the link when I upload, and you can go and review. Okay, this man.
I'm saying that maybe once a while to. I'm suggesting that not always that it's gonna be a verbal talk. So sometimes it's just a suggestion.
Okay.
You need to show us something, present something to us for us to also.
As in the present.
Some of us we learn by seeing the pictures. You understand those? Yeah. It's just a suggestion, something that I'm just trying to.
Okay. That means it's slides, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Or
So
sometimes infographic too can be nice.
yeah,
Lately, I see on LinkedIn, someone can just present a small flyer and it speaks a lot,
yeah.
like
I've seen that.
the pros and cons of something, and then you just see it and you are
yeah,
satisfied.
yeah,
I've,
Yes.
something
I've
like
seen
that.
that. I've seen that. All right. I'll work on that.
So anytime I'm there, I just look at the picture and then try
You
to
remember?
remember everything.
All right. I'll look at that. I'll look at that. I'll add that too. All right. So um,
Okay.
we'll call it a day. Um, have a good night. Thank you for your time, and hopefully we'll meet next week. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.